Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. Recently, we published a couple of episodes about the topic of all things of cream of tartar. Well, the comments blew up, lots of uses, and we got all sorts of comments written in of different ways that people are using it. Let's take a look at what some of those are, and maybe you'll end up with a couple more uses for cream of tartar. Our last one, is miraculous. Guys, you got to stay tuned for this one. It is truly mind-blowing. Hey, Dirt Farmer Jay here from dirtfarmerjay.com. Thank you for everyone that engaged with us in our recent episodes on cream of tartar. A lot of excitement about it, a lot of uses in the kitchen, health type of things, cleaning, all sorts of things. But I thought we'd just hit some of the comments that were brought in. I'm just going to read you a few of the comments and then tell you just a little about what we looked up to see about that. And we'll go from there. So our first comment is from BMC2-26. And the comment is, you forgot its ability to help quit smoking. I have not smoked for 5 years after smoking for 20 years. I use cream of tartar and orange juice, 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar to 1 cup of orange juice, twice a day or when cravings hit to help me quit. I had very little cravings and sometimes even use cream of tartar straight, followed by something to drink. I think it helps to remove the nicotine from your blood, but I'm not totally sure about that. Well, thanks for writing in. It sounds like you found something that worked well for you. We looked this up and looked at some of the medical areas, and this is one that kind of had a mixed result as far as the medical websites and all that, where they said this is a common thing that many people utilize. They don't strongly recommend it simply because imprecise dosing on the cream of tartar, which has potassium in it, and you can get potassium imbalances and that sort of thing. And then there's others that saying there is no proof this happens, but here's the reality. You wrote in and said that it did happen for you and it was helpful to you. Good on you. It sounds like you're careful with it. Maybe there's others that are watching this that might be helpful to them as well. Okay, let's look at this one. This came from Mike Hurdle. He said, a pinch of cream of tartar under your tongue really helps with the symptoms of vertigo. Okay, we looked this one up also, and just as far as a treatment, and it says this is a very common thing that people have put out there. It's commonly mentioned on social media outlets. But again, there's not strong scientific proof that this does this. However, it's stated enough times that evidently it's working for different people's, whatever agency it is doing to make it work, and that vertigo is reduced. I certainly don't want to accuse anybody of being gullible. There might be a placebo effect here a little bit. I don't know, but it's working for several people that have mentioned it. And related to this one is other people will say that it also helps with migraines. Same type of thing, a pinch under the tongue. The potassium helps with the migraines. And there was the similar commentary from the medical institutions about whether or not it was actually proved. Here's one that's a culinary one. This one is Lexi U7U. Thanks for writing in it. It says, I boil some, talking about cream of tartar, in a pot that has burnt food, and I boil it for several minutes. Just put enough water to cover the burnt stuff, and it makes scrubbing easier. Lexi, this one is actually, there is chemistry behind what you're saying. Cream of tartar is an acid, so when you put it in with the burnt on food, which is carbonized now, high carbon content, along with warm water, and you let it set, it starts to go to work on that carbon, softening it up, loosening it, and making it easier to clean the pot and shine it up. This is especially applicable and recommended for aluminum and stainless steel pots. So thanks for writing in on that. Here's another one. Our friend wrote in, our viewer friend, Princess Mariposa 828. In case you didn't know it, in Spanish, mariposa is butterfly. So here we go. I'm 71. I've used Cream of Tartar for many things, especially edema and kidney pain. Well, again, edema is water retention. There is some connection here. When you put higher potassium into your bloodstream, the body works to purge the potassium, sometimes releasing excess moisture. But the dosing is imprecise, and there's probably better diuretics out there. But others have said the same thing, that works for them. My main warning on it is the impreciseness, that you don't overdose it. But yes, indirectly, it does work on edema, and I don't know about the kidney pain, but thanks for writing in and sharing that. All right, this came from our viewer friend, R. Fowler 6030, who said, I put a tub of partially thawed Cool Whip in a blender and mix for about a minute, then add a 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix for 3 minutes. Makes a wonderful frosting for cupcakes, cakes, cookies, or anything really. Again, there is, because cream of tartar is a stabilizer, it does help items that have been whipped, infused with extra air, to stay fluffed up. It stabilizes them. So whether or not you're a Cool Whip fan, I know some people, oh, that's artificial, all that. If that's your preference, you don't want to do that. But the same type of whipped toppings are stabilized when you mix it in there. And this sounds like a great idea of adding a little bit of vanilla and then ending up with that nice frosting. I'm sure it bumps the flavor and it's very nice. So thanks for R. Fowler 6039 for writing and sharing that idea. All right, how about this one from Flower Girl 61. She wrote, I've always used it to block ants. Huh? Well, actually, there's some scientific basis for this because it is an acid. If you put a dusting across where an ant trail is, it does two things. Number one, it irritates them. They don't like it. And number two, ants follow a trail based on their form of insect hormones called pheromones. Well, it interrupts that pheromone trail and sense, and the ants get confused. They don't know where to follow. There's a blockade right there, and then they'll reroute. So, indeed, there is some efficacy to her approach, although I don't know the economics of it. I'm just saying that, yes, it actually does work that way. Here we go. I was hit at 85 miles an hour by a semi, broke both arms and legs, and I took 1/8 teaspoon of cream of tartar a day, and I was back at work on Monday. I got nothing to add to that. And there you have it. Well, let's keep up the conversation. If you've got some uses that you found to be helpful, write them in the comments below. Let's just keep talking about this, vet out different things. This is a great thing. If you're new to the conversation about cream of tartar, check out the video that started it all, that magic ingredient that's hiding in your spice cabinet that can do a lot of cool things. Check it out. Until the next time, this is Dirt Farmer Jay at dirtfarmerjay.com.